So hello, welcome to the full moon in Libra. Who am I? Secret code name readings. This is secret code name Lantern's Light. All right, secret code name Lantern's Light. This is someone's personal secret code name. They booked it through my Etsy shop, okay? And I told them your secret code name is Lantern's Light, so they know it's theirs. This is their reading. However, if you have been drawn to it in divine time, chances are there is a message in here for you. All right, if you would ever like your own secret code name message, you can book them through my Etsy shop. The link's in the description. All right, we're using my Mirror of the Soul Tarot today. I'm going to be addressing what your healing light is, what your healing dark is, and what the shadow is, or the gray in between. Because if you think yin yang, it's light and it's dark. There is no gray. It's healing light and healing dark. Balance. The shadow is the illusion. It's the gray that wants to exist that's not really you. It's what you were learned. It's the hurt people part that you learned from other hurt people. So we're going to identify what your light and your dark are so that you can embrace those, and identify what your shadow is so you can get rid of it. Right? Choices. So here we go. Spirit, secret code name Lantern's Light. What is the insight that you can give us into the healing light? The healing light of Lantern's Light. What is their healing light? What does it look like? Give me one more. You never give up on people. You never give up on people. Never feel defeated. Never accept it. 9 of Coins in reverse. You know you're meant to be with people. And never give up on them. The Sun card clarified by the 8 of Coins, because that 9 of Coins reversed is clarified by the 5 of Swords reversed. Like you let people know that they are not alone and that you will not accept defeat. Your light shines effort. Shines effort. It's almost like for people who have a hard time seeing soul family for what they are, you're like the universal skeleton key, like for soul family, can open any door. Yeah, you remind people they're not alone. To not accept defeat or feel defeated. What's the healing dark? What's the healing dark? Queen of Discs. What else? One more. Four of Swords reversed. All right. And what's the shadow? Bottom is the 2 of Swords. Top is the 9 of Cups. All right. So your light, as we addressed, you are great at not feeling defeated and putting in great effort with people. shining for them, okay? The dark, the 5 of Cups clarified by the Queen of Discs and the Ace of Discs clarified by the 4 of Swords in the reverse. In order to lay the foundation, like, there is no rest. There is no rest. Like, not only do you not quit, it's almost like no surrender. No giving up and no surrender. Even if that means looking to the future or beyond where you are with things because of disappointment, like where your light would say, put in the effort, remind people they're not alone, never accept defeat. Your shadow would say, yeah, but if something's really disappointing and you're looking at other options, because typically this is focused, you wouldn't be looking at other things. You would be focused on the efforts you're putting in. But if someone is truly, or something is truly disappointing and you catch your mind wandering to other things, the what ifs, right? Where we start to humor or flatter the idea of other things. It flashes back to this no surrender type energy where you will start the new foundation elsewhere, because that is also reminding people they are not alone, but that they also have to make the effort, because you can't feel alone, right? It's an interesting mirror, the way this works. Now, the shadow. If you went through a lot of effort to have someone feel like they're not alone, right, and to not feel defeated, and to shine for them and make efforts for them, to show them how much you care, that you were literally like their lantern's light in the dark night, right? That's the beauty of your light. And walking around in their dark space with your lantern, maybe you stepped on a snake or missed it, you know what I mean? And a snake jumped up and bit you in their darkness, and you end up disappointed or something, you know what I mean? You're dealing with their shadows. You know, if your heart desires more than what you are receiving, it's because you deserve more than what you are receiving. And the foundation needs to be set, like, fine, no surrender. We are not accepting defeat. We are accepting forward motion, whether you realize it or not, right? The shadow would tell you that to be heartbroken. Your shadow would tell you, right? The illusion of shadow would tell you that your abundance of love pouring was not enough, and to cut them off, and maybe drink your sorrows away, wonder where it all went wrong, how could your love not be enough, and blah, 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 you know, kind of self-pity / self-loathing, like hating that you care so much about people, hating that you invest so much in people, hating that you know, had to cut them off the way you did because you cared about them so much at one point. Like, it's the shadow. This is what you learned from other hurt people. You learned that when people don't reciprocate, to get upset and to cut off whoever they are, because you're upset. You might have even learned how to escape dealing with the sadness of it, okay? Whatever form of escapism it is that you use. And I think that when you get upset, you might cut everybody off. You might cut everybody off. Like if you're upset about one person because you refuse to be defeated, you refuse to make them feel like they would ever be alone, that you would ever leave them, but the disappointment's fucking real and you're looking elsewhere. You have to be like, bitch, no surrender. Like, we're gonna go all or go home. No surrender. You know, like, even if that means laying a new foundation elsewhere and not calling a truce, right? Because this is the truce card in reverse. Like, there is no truce. Like, if you will not let them accept defeat in your light, your dark won't let you accept defeat. You will not accept defeat. Which is interesting because now I'm watching a wasp out of nowhere just fly around the room. So hopefully he just stays away from me for now. Yeah, your shadow would convince you that you should be upset or dive into some form of escapism. Like, you know when you're accepting defeat if you're diving into substance abuse, whether it's drinking or smoking weed or whatever the heck it is you do. And then cutting everybody off, like third parties who are not even related to this issue that you're having with whoever you're investing in. Like, for real. You might start cutting everybody off. People that don't deserve to be cut off because you're all consumed with trying to win. And don't know how because you haven't accepted disappointment, right? This might be where you have a hard time embracing your dark, accepting that you're disappointed, accepting that you need a new foundation elsewhere, accepting that there is no truce with whatever this is that is feeling defeated for you. If your eye is wandering or you're looking elsewhere, whether you're looking to other romantic partners or you're looking to other friends or you're looking to other family to hang out with or you're looking to whatever, you know what I mean? Like, if you're looking elsewhere, there's a reason. There's a reason. So I hope that helps. Because ultimately, I think you know you deserve the wish fulfillment and you deserve the peace, but you only get the peace with the truth. And if you're going to go after peace with the truth, you really can't worry about what you lose, especially if it's with like a King of Wands, which is have someone who has a hard time committing or considering other people outside of themselves. Okay. Because you're a very considerate person. You cannot get wrapped up worrying about a King of Wands person. Someone, man or woman, someone who has a difficult time committing to someone outside of themselves and their desires and their wants. This is someone who is very self-focused. Their wants and needs first. They're not considerate of you the way you're considerate of them, and you might need to stop worrying about them. Straight up. Like, you might need to stop worrying about them. Because the truth is the truth. And if you want peace, then you got to look at the truth. Maybe you're disappointed. because you were there for them, but they weren't there for you. You considered them, but they didn't consider you. And enough is enough. You're not going to be upset and escape into your substances or whatever it is that you escape into and cut the wrong people off, like innocent third parties, like cutting them off because, you know, you're upset and focusing on the wrong thing. Because maybe it was the right thing for a while, but once you realized it was the wrong thing to focus on and kept focusing on it, like that's where your shadow starts to step in. You feel unfulfilled. You feel like something's missing. You try and fill the hole. And you cut off people that don't necessarily deserve to be cut off. And it might not even be intentional. It just might be like all of a sudden you don't have time for them anymore. All of a sudden you stop answering your phone for them as often. Or you haven't hung out with them in a long time. Or you don't prioritize them anymore. You know what I mean? So, that said, guys, drop a like if you haven't already. Leave a comment. Let me know how it resonated. If this was in fact your secret code name, I always greatly appreciate the reviews in my Etsy shop. Always. All right. Till next time. My love and support is with you always. Take care of yourself, all right? See ya.